If you can't last the first 7 days, then you're definitely doing something wrong. You're not, you know, taking advantage of the time you have. Hello there, Kavanagh here. In Dublin, in a lockdown, just like everyone else now at this stage. We're all in the same boat, I think. So just thought I'd make this little video. Won't be too long, just some do's and don'ts for the next few weeks and months of how to stay sane while you're in isolation. Obviously, first things first, if you are isolating with people, with family, with roommates, that's much better than isolating on your own. But, you know, not everyone lives with people. In China, I live alone and I love it. But it's a different story when you can't go outside and interact with other people. So I'll just say some things that I think helped me and might help you as well to get through the next, into the future. No idea how long it'll last, but definitely a few more months anyway. So the first thing I would say to do, and things I've been doing, is to stay fit or to get fit. And I swear I've never seen so many people going for that, 2-kilometer jog since I got to Dublin. Just everyone's out walking their dogs, going for a walk, going for a run, just because now that we can't go out, we really want to, and you got to try and get fit or stay fit, even just for your mental health. It's a good thing to do. Second thing I like to do, and I wouldn't usually do it in China, but then during the quarantine, I would. And in Ireland and England, I've definitely cook a lot more. Learn to cook new things, cook things that you already know how to cook. If you can cook new things, like even little meals, easy meals, like macaroni cheese or something easy. Spaghetti carbonara is a very easy meal to make. It's nice. Who doesn't like it? Doesn't have to be, there's a lot of people who are vegan these days. You can have vegan carbonara, so that's grand. So yeah, just little things like that. Learn how to cook. Just Google a recipe and then follow it. It's not hard. It's fun. Passes the time anyway. In your normal day-to-day life before COVID-19, sometimes we just don't have that much time to do what we want to do. But now we have nothing but time, especially on the weekends, because you're not really doing work on the weekends anyway, for those of you who are working at home. Branch out, do something different. That's another big thing. I see people are getting very tired and bored already, and it's been just over a week. So, my friends in Wuhan have been doing this for 70 days, and they didn't get, it was boring and it was tiring doing nothing, but, if you can't last the first 7 days, then you're definitely doing something wrong. You're not, taking advantage of the time you have. And that's the thing. It's going to take such a toll on a lot of our mental health that my advice for that would be, don't get into a routine. Don't do the same things every day to try and pass the time. Do different things, different days. But don't plan it out, because then you're just kind of following your plan. It becomes tedious. It becomes monotonous. It becomes monotonous. It becomes monotonous. Oh my goodness. Monotonous. Oh God. It becomes boring and dull if you do the same thing over and over again. So just do different things. Don't go for a walk every single day, because then the day after you'll enjoy your walk more because you didn't do it yesterday. Just try not to fall into a routine of wake up, breakfast, exercise, cook. You just, that gets boring, and that will get boring quickly. But do a little different things every day. One big thing for yourself and for others, I think a lot of people are doing this anyway, but just say it anyway. Call and FaceTime, WhatsApp call, WhatsApp video call, Facebook video call, your friends, your family, especially the older members of your family. Just give them a call, see how they're getting on. Anyone who, lives alone, message them, give them a call. It'll help you to chat to your friends and your family that you don't get to see anymore. It'll help them, especially if they're getting bored in their house the same way you might be. So give them a call, it'll help you and it'll help them. One thing I think a lot of people are doing again is investing in a streaming service. Just even a movie a day. Just pass the time doing different things. I would recommend watching a comedy. something funny, something to take your mind off the current situation. And then one thing I specifically did in Wuhan was, I don't know why I said Wuhan. One thing I did in Wuhan was clean a little bit every day or every 2 days. Clean the sitting room one day, clean the bathroom the next day, and then don't do it all in the first 2 days. Don't do everything in your house in the first week, because then what are you going to do for the next 4 weeks? So just, a little bit every day. And people are just going to have to learn to be okay doing very little, not being as productive. I think I said before in an interview for an Irish newspaper that I don't think people are psychologically ready for what this is, for what we are in. And we're going to be in this for a long time coming. So psychologically getting ready and being able to get through this is one of the most important things. So do things that'll help your own mental health. I know people kind of brush over that sometimes stupidly, but a lot of people are going to be unable to cope with staying inside, and the answer isn't to go outside and socialize. That just can't happen. You have to learn to stay inside. But there's a few things you can do, like do different things that you would never have thought of doing. There's things you can do now because you have so much more time. Do new, different things you never thought of doing before. So, I don't know. Do some art. Read a book. Do some drawing. I don't even know. Whatever you felt like, I'd like to do that, but I mean, now all we've got is time, so do whatever you'd like to do. But don't just sit there and be like, oh my God, I'm so bored. How can you possibly be bored? You got the internet. You've got everything you could possibly want. And I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I think I'm saving money, not going out, not going to the pub anymore. So use your going out money on buying some stuff, like a coloring book, a Sudoku book, I don't know, a crossword book, anything. Just something to distract yourself. That's what I mean. Do a little bit different every day. Just try not to get into a routine. Because even if it's a routine you enjoy, it will become monotonous. Got it? It will become dull and tedious. So that's my advice. I hope people find it helpful. If not, that's just kind of some advice that I've learned through the last 3 months of 2020. So yeah, I hope everyone listening to this is healthy and happy. And talk to you later.